I am the mother of a child with autism. My message is, please do not cut funding for the Florida Centers for Autism and Related Disabilities, better known as CARD. CARD has already taken drastic funding reductions in recent years and has had to cut needed services. When I asked other parents what would happen without CARD in their lives, they said,
"Losing CARD would be like losing a family member, but even worse. I would have no support. It would be like losing your house from a fire. No more support. No more shelter or roof over my head to help keep me dry."
It would be devastating to our family. Our family has already suffered financial and emotional hardships that included being reduced to a one-income family, health insurance that refused to pay for any therapy services, and various other stresses that are associated with raising children with autism.
Autism. We do not know the cause. There is no cure. But there are things that we do know. Brain research tells us that neural processes in the autistic brain do not work together to form integrated networks. People with autism do not have typical brain connections. This causes a constellation of individual conditions that span a wide-ranging continuum. Autism is therefore known as a spectrum disorder. The autism spectrum includes such diagnoses as autistic disorder, Asperger's syndrome, and pervasive developmental disorder. A uniting factor for those on the autism spectrum is that they endure debilitating neurologically based information processing difficulties that cause problems with social interactions and communication, unusual behaviors, and developmental differences. Autism is the fastest growing serious developmental disability. Studies before 1985 indicated that 4 to 5 children out of 10,000 had autism. The CDC tells us now that 1 child out of 110 has autism, and 1 out of 70 boys has autism. Autism is a profoundly perplexing condition, but there are things we can do about it. That's where the Florida Centers for Autism and Related Disabilities come in. These centers are essential to Florida for individuals with autism and the families and friends who love them, for teachers, classmates, and employers. CARD reaches out to help with diagnosis and early intervention.
CARD saved us. They helped us through the phases from diagnosis to acceptance to becoming the most effective advocate for our children.
Find solutions that yield a more productive life.
Our little girl was diagnosed with autism 2 years ago, and our biggest resource has been the CARD Center. We've utilized our daughter's consultant. We both attended a parenting class that taught us both many skills that you can't learn in a typical parenting class. We have gotten social stories and picture schedules that have helped our daughter develop her language and learn new daily living skills, and CARD has helped us allow our daughter to go to summer camp for 2 years in a row. Summer camp allowed our daughter to maintain skills that took her a long time to develop. We're so grateful for all the support CARD has provided us.
Train teachers to deal with thorny learning challenges.
My daughter was diagnosed with pervasive developmental disorder at 4 years old. She is now 12. I am a single parent and she is my only child. When she transitioned from preschool to elementary school, CARD staff made a social story for her which helped tremendously. Later, we encountered teachers who were unaware of autism or wanted ideas for supports to give her. The CARD staff helped with appropriate and effective learning strategies, and their help continues to this day.
Connect clients to their communities.
I am living my dream because of CARD. I am on my way to being a sportscaster.
My son has friends in his life because of CARD. CARD consultants came to our church to talk about autism and teach all of us how we can best communicate and understand my son. The impact of these sessions affected not only me and my son, but many other family members as well, teachers, students, and professionals in all walks of life.
Offer support to parents and families.
CARD has allowed me to understand my son's autism and thereby enabled me to fully understand both its gifts and its challenges. CARD's programs have allowed my son to develop to his fullest potential.
Autism significantly impairs my son's ability to receive, express, process, and understand information, language, and communicate. Nothing could possibly have prepared us for the complications that come with the inability to communicate. As we struggle to get our son the medical care and services he needs, We seek the services, resources, and referrals provided by the card.
Remove barriers that hinder employment.
My name is Erin, and last year I was diagnosed with Asperger's syndrome. I lost 2 jobs because of the Asperger's syndrome because my employers did not understand me. I wish I had been diagnosed earlier with Asperger's so then I could still be working. I am currently involved in some classes at the Card Center, and for 6 weeks I went to classes here that taught me things like communications, nonverbal communications, and personal hygiene. I also plan to keep working with the Card Center so that maybe they can help me find a job in the future.
There are certain life skills that everyone must learn in order to function in life. The sad fact is that some people do not have the ability to get these skills the normal way. That's what FSU Card is for, to help certain people with certain disabilities become functional in today's society. And in this job market, that is very important. Card has helped me get 2 job interviews, which I know I probably would not have been able to get within this year on my own.
Be there when we need help.
Card means everything to me. My 3 children with autism would not be where they are today if it wasn't for Card. It showed and educated us on the paths that were available so my husband and I could decide which path best served our needs.
Our brother has autism. Card has given us a lot of support over the years. As his sisters, we are glad Card is there for our family.
Remember how old you were when you started with Card? Turn. No, how old were you when you started?
15.
Remember how you were a little baby? How old were you?
5.
That's right.
I was so tiny.
You were so tiny. How old are you now?
8.
How old?
8.
How old are you?
8 years old.
How old are you now?
15.
You're 8
years old.
18. And who's your teacher now? Miss Tibbetts. Where do you go to school?
Lincoln.
Lincoln High School.
Oh, you're not done?
No, we're not done. You know, Miss Tibbetts was trained by with Card. I know. Some of the best teachers you have had over the years have been trained at Card.
I know.
Move mountains for Floridians.
I am John Havabardino. I am 17 and have been a Card client for 15 years. When I was 2, I could not walk or talk. When I was 5, I could walk, but I could not talk. Card helped me talk with pictures so I can go to school. When I had trouble in school, Card helped me through it. Card helped me understand what the autism spectrum is. Now I drive myself to Sale High School, and I just became an Eagle Scout.
The Card Center has helped me identify some of my autism problems that I didn't know how. It's also given me solutions to them that I hadn't actually thought of or didn't know that you could do.
Card has helped our family.
Please,
at the minimum,
continue current funding at Florida Centers for Autism.
We must put this puzzle together.
Where the clouds are far behind.